Welcome to another DeadThree episode. We did the BYU Gonzaga game recently. We did part one of that. We're going to come back to that game because I do want to see Chet Holmgren, and I think he had this big game against BYU. I want to be able to look at it all in terms of how he got his shots and how he was able to impact that game. But I really want to get to the last 2 minutes, 3 minutes of this Duke-Virginia game from last night. Duke ends up losing at home, had beat up on Carolina over the weekend. Looking at a number one seed, they come into this game at home in first place, 9-2, as you can see here. And just really want to watch the last 2:30 here, right? There's a lot going on in this game. The narrative I've heard recently in watching this game and then reading about it was how, the lottery picks of Banchero and Griffin, how they just didn't dominate the second half, didn't get after it. I actually watched this game, the last 5 minutes of this game. I was out running around, had basketball last night myself, got home and quickly started watching this game so we could see what happens, right? So we'll get into a little bit of the X and O's, but we really want to see, the Duke is up 2 minutes to go. So what they need to do here is get into the clock, get to the rim, get the ball to Banchero. I don't know what happened with Griffin, why he is not in, right? And I was curious on that at the end. So what they do in order to get Banchero the ball is they're going to run essentially Wendell Moore off of a double or a triple, right? So he starts weak. They are going to run him off of John. They're going to run him off of Keels a little bit, and then they're going to run here. It looks like he is going to be cutting corner, right? So they're not getting into the Banchero here. Right. So I thought this was going to be get ball to Banchero mid post. They bring Wendell Moore off of a triple or a double off of the bigs on the block, cut ball side. And now they're going to be looking to attack the paint here and get 2 feet in the paint. The last episode, and really my narrative with my group last night, was really to get to them about how elite players don't necessarily always, more often than not, do not catch the ball and immediately put it on the floor. And that those that get the ball to the paint via dribble or play or post feed typically win games. You get here more often than your opponent. Very good chance you're going to win. So there's the ball side cut, right? Wendell Moore catches it and does, but he's facing on the pound, right? So there's our pound, but look how it's contact. And look, he might be coming on the dribble, right? Right. Or he comes on the turn. So there it is to Wendell Moore. He faces before he dribbles it, though. So lesson learned to players. 2 dribbles, spin. Better be careful. Kick to a ball screen. Now they got Banchero with the ball. Look at this is how bad they wanted it. Watch 21 on John, right? So look, they're trying to go high-low here. Watch. He's away. He's trying to step over him, right? My encouragement here, advanced kind of basketball stuff, I feel. Gets it here, I would take him in. Like take him away, then swim. If you're level with him or he's on top of you, then the play is to take him lower, right? High, higher, low, lower. Like actually 2 things he could do here instead of just trying to get the positioning. Take him lower and swim moves. We call it sit and spin, right? A pin and spin, I'm sorry. So take him lower, pin and spin, and get this angle you want here. That would be awesome. Take him high, higher, take him up the line, reverse pin and spin, get the angle here from Roach to a feed here, right? They're doing, so all he's trying to do here is be out tough him. And 21 ain't having it at all. So there's your positioning there, though. Now seal him out. Instead, we're doing hop back, or maybe a hop back, right? Man, it's too bad that Wendell Moore didn't stay away because we get what we want right there. Feed it in here, right? He takes them in, which brings his defender in. I'm not sure about this cut, right, at all, right? So unless we thought the ball was going up, now we have no balance. 5 on the shot clock. So it's winning time. Like it's 2 minutes to go in the game. Johns doesn't get the angle he wants here. He's get out muscled. He gets what he wants there. Man, that's a money play right there, right? So now I'm guessing that when Wendell Moore goes in because he thinks the shot's going up because there's 7 on the clock. So Keels better be able to play. Downhill to the paint. Not the shot you want. Not the shot you want. So we burn all this, right? I'm running it back. I got some feedback that I rewinded a little too much. That's fine. So we drag Wendell Moore off of a double or a triple. He goes, he doesn't get anything. We kick it out. We try to run it into a ball screen. We get it to Banchero. We try to get it into the post here, right? We look at it. We don't get it. So we one dribble hop back. They play it well. We change, and now we're playing with 7 on the clock. Now, good on Keels that they get it, but it's a violation. So it's a bad possession. It's a bad possession. And I'm a Duke fan, right? So now what's Virginia trying to do? One-on-one on the left side of the floor with a stagger coming off this thing tight. Look at that. He beats him. So we bring the ball up the floor against a set defense with the Cameron Crazies. Keel's going to get beat left. We're hugging this guy, maybe rightfully so. He's coming off a stagger. No, our bigs have no vision. So Johns is not playing the nail. Banchero's not playing the paint. And I have no idea what happens here. I forget. Oh, so Johns blocks it. So this is what can happen when you have elite players. Johns is not in a position, but look at how they run. They get the block. Now, this is a rough play because we turn it over. They get an end. Duke turns it over. But not good defense at all. So Roach doesn't see him. He fell. So, it's hard. It's awareness, right? And he doesn't see him. He falls down. Everybody runs. Roach is going to try to use the clock. I'm just going to steal it. And one. 2-point game. 2-point game. Right? Duke's at home working on a number 1 seed, looking to go 10-2 in league and have the league rolled up, essentially. 1 possession down, shot clock violation, bad shot. Second shot down, the guy, without even the ball being moved, they get to the paint. They get to the rim. And because Johns is big, talented, athletic, long arms, and 6'10" or 11, is able to block it. They get the ball. Roach wants to just chill out and use the clock, but man, they're not aware of anybody saying, like, does anybody see it? So he gets beat. Roach gets it. And I don't know, I know Duke fairly well. I know Roach can bring it. I know he's a point guard, but man, I wish he would have just gotten it to Keels and said, you got it. Instead, it's an N1. It's 66-66. He's at the free throw line and he misses it. So they're giving him the game. Now we are pushing here. We being Duke. Now let's see what we do. Bigs are low, 3 out, 2 in. Virginia's going to let you move the ball because they play the gap help defense. Ball side, loop around, coming off doubles. Ball's reversed maybe to the second side. So now we're at 15 on the shot clock. This is what they want. They want Banchero right there. So let's see. And they're just going to let him get that position. So watch what they're doing here. Because we're going to get to the last play. We're going to run this all the way through. Good. He is going to stunt over. He's going to cover down. That's exactly it. Covering down, stunting, and they could screen in and skip because it is a skip. I remember this play from last night. Banchero's going to skip it. So we're there on the peak. Look at, and all he has to do, because he stunts over, turn over, pin and spin, pin him, spin on him, get it in. Now we get right there. That's the same thing. Like the shot clock violation, he at least got to the paint, but he got to the paint with 3 seconds on the clock. Here, Keels drives it middle. Now Virginia's whole gig is pack line defense. So you could say that's 2, but he doesn't. 2 possessions in a row, he has stunted and not left Roach, probably by design. So we're there. We're at the line. Those that get to the paint typically win games. Makes the first. Makes the second. 68, minute and a half left. Trying to get the Cameron Crazies into it, hitting the floor, doing all this, trying to get them with a back cut. It's a great call. Place is loud, trying to break pressure. Roaches may not be ready. Gets that underneath, and they go on and on about this. So, Majerus used to say this. Deny so hard you get back cut every time. He wanted people to deny. He wanted them out here because he thought that with ball side here, that this is all about Johns getting there and having vision with him. Like Coach Majerus would never blame the back cut. He wouldn't get after Roach, right? Although it would be nice to get the deflection. He denies so hard you get back cut every time. This would be on Johns and his rotation on the air time and the hit of the ball, right? So we get lucky here again, but gets to the paint. And Virginia, after some time here and some timeouts and some review of the thing, Virginia gets the ball. So Virginia's going to have it out of bounds with a minute or so, minute 16 on the clock. They're going to run it out of bounds here. A different formation. Let's see what they do to get it in. So it's a screen to screener. It looks like he's back cutting and somebody's coming off and they just get it in, right? He wants them to run it. So they run it. I really like these actions. So the inbounder is coming off of kind of two doubles. This guy's not really screening. 21 is trying to. Keels is playing him. Right? So great job by Keels. Horrible job there. Right? We're lucky. Watch. So Banchero sinks to the ball. Right? He's so locked in that he loses vision here. The help would be these guys. Duke's help side defense here has to be stunting over to the block. Banchero can't get locked in on this. There's a flare. Possibly. They get a great shot. Luckily, Banchero's 6'10" and a pro. So now Duke has got really what they wanted. They got the first possession. They got this shot clock violation. Didn't get anything good. Second time they get Keels to the paint. He gets to the free throw line. They gave up some good shots here. They're getting lucky. Minute to go. Minute to go up to 27. How much are we going to burn? How much are we going to burn? 20 on the shot clock. Coach K wants the timeout. Okay. So, all right. Out of bounds. We saw him drawing it up. I believe that Roach is just going to come to the ball. It's going to be that easy. They get it in. What are they trying to get? Out of a timeout, what would you try to get with 15 on the shot clock? Right? 15 on the shot clock with the best player in America, possibly, or a top 5 or a first team All-American or a top 3 player taken in the NBA draft. I'm guessing they're going to bring Wendell Moore off of a double and curl him around and try to get the ball right into Banchero. Mid post, now get away. So how did they get him the ball? They dragged this guy on a curl cut. Keels, I believe. No, I'm sorry, Wendell Moore. And now they got him in the post. Now he immediately faces up. Now he has a really good right to left spin move. So this is what I didn't get. Like when I was watching this game last night, you're the best player in the gym. You're the best player in America. You get where you want right here. Look at how everybody's collapsed. He's not in the paint, but let's call him in the paint. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys in the paint, and we're going to look for that slip there. Man, it's like, you're the best. Jump hook, throw it up. Too many people. So now it's a 2-point game, 4 on the shot clock. You got Banchero at the mouth of the rim, the best player in America, for a jump hook with his right, and instead it's a turnover. It's a turnover. They're going to burn it a little bit. All right, let's see what they do. I forget. Just a high ball screen. We play it loose to protect. These guys better be stunting over to the roll. There's the roll. Not like it's fine if it's game plan, but somebody's got to be rolling over. Luckily, Keels, they switch it. Keels is on it. Now we got big on small, and he looks to drive it. So there's 11 on the clock. This guy threw a cross court kind of pass right here. To whom? To the roll. That's a rough pass. I like Banchero here a lot. I don't like him there. I wish he was more in. I wish that Wendell Moore got the ball. He didn't, but I like Banchero stays down here. Stays down. He stays down. That is all Banchero. That's good defense. He gets to the paint, but he stays down the whole time. There's the kick. 8 on the clock. 8 on the clock. Drawn kick. Look at how he goes to contact. Like my kids that are watching this. Kick out, Hard drive right here. 1 pound, 2 pound contact to the paint. Look at this drawn kick. Flare it, kick it. He doesn't get it. So it's an off bound. It's a rough shot over pressure. We had a flare kick. We get that. We get the rebound. It's a jump ball. Duke has it won. So many times they have it won. Right here. Rebound the basketball. Don't bring it down right there. Elbows out on the chin, get an outlet. Like it's rough. I know that stuff happens. It's easy for me to say. So they get it out of bounds. This is what I want you to watch. This is what I saw. I'm not putting this on anybody at Duke. They're not going to show it all. Okay. This is what happens. This is the game right here. I saw Shire during the live version of this. Shire whispered in Coach K's ear on strategy. And I'd do the same. So it's not, I'm not blaming anybody. The Duke had their chances, but the comment was, hey, let's get Williams in. He just checked in. Shire whispered in his ear and Coach K nodded yes, and immediately put Williams in the game. So I have to believe that Shire said, hey, put Williams on the ball. So they got a really small guy taking it out. They got a 7-footer on the ball. Perfect. Makes perfect sense, right? Perfect sense. It does. I'd do the same thing, right? So we're here. And let's see if they end up getting a timeout. So they get what they want, right? So they're going to run some sort of play here. I don't know if they're just cutting. It doesn't look like they're cutting that hard, right? But they were actually running a live play. So now they have the same thing. This is the game-winning shots coming up here. But we're going to watch it a few times, but here's what I want you to watch that I picked up on when I watched it and got upset, because I'm a Duke fan, but I really like Coach Bennett. Coach Soderberg's an assistant coach there. Like, they're good people, right? Really good. And I really like Virginia. I was really happy they won it a few years ago, right? But here's the thing. So it's a stagger for 4. He curls it, and then 0 comes off of a double. Perfect. So they get the ball inbounded. Most important thing. But this is all I'm saying, and I could be absolutely wrong. I'm guessing Williams checking into the game, being on the ball, guarding a small on the ball, guarding a small. He's not guarding another big player, block to block, protecting lob. He's trying to disrupt them from getting the ball inbounded, right? So the ball gets inbounded. And now he's guarding a perimeter player, and they're in man-to-man. He's guarding a perimeter. He's guarding a small. So he follows the ball here. Banchero's got it. They both follow it. Who's guarding this guy? Williams is the new guy. So he takes it off, and watch Williams. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing. They have the game won. So watch, out of bounds. Williams is brought in to be disruptive on the ball and to make the first pass difficult. Perfect coaching decision. I'm not here getting after any coaches. It's hard. I like the idea. But man, he's guarding a small. You put a big on small. There's a curl. They drag him off a double. Everybody switches. They let the first pass in, and Williams follows the ball. Then he drags it off, taking him away with 5 seconds on the clock. The inbounder steps in. This is who's guarding him. Everybody else is man-to-man. He didn't get back to his own. He followed the ball right here. He followed it. They weren't going to catch and shoot. But he's a big guarding a small, and he's not used to the perimeter, so he goes way over there. The post player knows it. He's pointing. Get the ball right there. Wide open. Game. He didn't know how to guard on the perimeter. He didn't know how to guard the inbounder. He's used to, and I'm not picking on him. Duke had chances, but boy, are these breakdowns. They lost. They got it. Game winner. Game-winning shot. I watched that over and over last night. I like Duke. I love Duke. Like Virginia a lot. Like all these teams, right? Duke did not execute down the stretch. They only I forgot how they have scored here down the stretch. Banchero got to the mouth of the rim. A lot of things to do there. I'm going to immediately post this. Get back to the Gonzaga BYU game. We need to be watching Chet Holmgren. I hope you like these videos. This was a great game. Duke's going to be okay. Are they going to win it all? Probably not, right? There's so many good teams, Purdue and Gonzaga, and, some of these other teams that are just killing it right now. So I don't know, but I think Duke has a chance, right? Banchero, Griffin have to be really good down the stretch. They can't combine for like 6 points in the second half. I think that might be the number. I could be wrong. Right. But listen, subscribe to this, like it, share it. You know, it all helps out. If you're in my program, you need to watch this. You need to see that makes sense. I'm guarding the ball. I'm a big kid. I'm guarding somebody I'm not used to guarding, but I still got to guard the ball. I still got to guard cutters. I still got, if it's man to man, we're not switching. I still got to communicate. I still need to know time and score. Like those are things we have to know. All right. So listen, I hope you liked the video. I appreciate everybody's help with this and support of of what we're doing. And if we can help you with anything, you know, just send us a comment here, but really appreciate all the help that you've given us. Thank you.